We are many. Those that live beyond the veil of darkness where nightmares are born. Sanity knows no bounds, and men's thrives on the suffering of the dead. Rot in the solace in the souls of the weak. We have taken refuge here among the mortals in hope of harvest from our innocence. Tread lightly in the search for the voices and stories of the departed. For in shadow hides the evil that lurks within. As the light dies and slowly becomes night, the realm of spirits rule the world. In the darkness of your mind hides your own hidden demons, and brings to life your deepest fear. Do you have what it takes to speak to the dead? Do you accept your own mortality in the search for life after life? Have you ever seen a ghost, spirit, or demon? Have the lights flickered and the room became as cold as death itself? Maybe you have. Maybe it was your own subconscious preparing you for death. Come spend some of what's left of your own existence in our search for the answers that are hidden behind the veil. Shed off the blinders and open your mind's eye and listen to their stories. We are they. We are incarnate paranormal.
And what is up, everybody? How y'all doing? Happy Thursday to you. Happy New Year's Eve. Yeah, I got off early today, so let's have some fun tonight. Yes, it's beer. It's New Year's Eve celebration. We're starting early. We got a lot of EVPs to go over. We're starting a new recorder tonight. I got the beer and the jack. It's going to be a fun freaking show tonight. Oh, God, I'm energized. Had to be to work early today. Like, oh, you're not going to stay late? It's like, no. No. I came in at 7 like you wanted me to. Ran my ass off to get some stuff dropped off for CES. I have tomorrow off. One of the other guys is going to go in and cover the deliveries for tomorrow. And I'm going to go in Sunday so he could spend the New Year's physical weekend with his kids. So, fair swap. We trade off like that. We're good like that at work. We got a hell of a team. I love it. It's good when you know you can go to work and you've got a team. It just makes you feel good. But that being said, I've loaded up. We're going to jump around on the recorders. We finished Olympus 1, which was in the first night. It was in one of the, forget where, in Max or something. Night 2 was in Execution Viewing Room. Olympus 4, night 1, it is in Culinary. A lot of people are going in and out. We're going to have a lot of people talking. Hopefully it's going to trigger some evidence. We got a lot of residual evidence last time from Culinary. And I'm really looking forward to it this time because I just think, now that the spirits are familiar with me, hey guys, I'm back. I'm leaving this little thing here on the table. Come talk into it. We're gonna see. I've got it up, loaded, ready to rock and roll. If you're new here, don't hesitate to, well, there's a 10-minute cooldown in chat before you can talk. Once that 10's up, you think you hear something, don't hesitate to speak up. Don't hesitate to get involved once everybody gets here. It's usually one hell of a show. Got a lot of great people who join in. Make it well worthwhile. We're up to 1788 on the EVPs. Haven't been insulted yet at the prison. Haven't been insulted yet. So hopefully we can get that insult meter up a little bit this time. Probably not, because certain people did not go to the investigation this time, so they have no reason not to like me. But EVPs were at 66. Actually, were we at 60? We're at 63. We're at Hey Sims, how you doing? Good to see ya. How was your Christmas? Hopefully good. It's New Year's, so starting the New Year's celebration. Got the beer. Yeah, it's been too long, but you'll never be a stranger here. Once you're here, you're family. But what was I saying? Yeah, I don't think the spirits have reason to dislike me. We're at 63 EVPs after the GoPro Audio, which basically the same, and Olympus One. We're way ahead of where we were after the first investigation. This is going to be good. We've only got, we had 462 EVPs last time, so we need 401 EVPs from this point forward to basically beat the first investigation. I'm good. My brother got along with my hubby, so that's awesome. Christmas was good. Just had a lot going on as well. Understandable, life comes first. Glad your family's getting along. The in-laws, that's always a tricky situation. That's always very tricky. I've only got along with one of my ex's family. The rest of them, not so much. Long story there, but we won't go there. We're here for the paranormal. We're here to analyze EVPs. You've missed a lot, but you haven't missed very much, if that makes any sense. Like I said, we're up to 63 EVPs so far, and hopefully tonight we can add on to that. Hopefully we can. Recorder is being left in culinary. So, that being said, let's get started. You're going to see me mention somebody at the very beginning. And yeah, it's actually kind of funny. All right, this is Brent with Incarnate Paranormal, back here in Nevada State Prison. This is Olympus number 4, and we are back in culinary. Gentlemen, I am back without Chuck. I am sorry for last time, and I hope you can forgive me. This is my recorder that I brought back to listen to you speak. This is being left on table number 2. Right in the center, right where I got attacked last time. Leaving the recorder right where I got attacked. Smart idea, right? So we're going to leave this here for you. I will be back later in the evening to speak with you. And I thank you for welcoming me. I can feel you here. Let's start it off right. I truly, truly thank you. Yeah, boy. Oh, thank you guys. And let me know that you're here. Thank you guys. And let me know that you're here. So this recorder, 5 hours, 15 minutes, 33 seconds. It's going to be at least 3 shows. Last one actually took 8 shows. Or wait. Yeah, 8 shows to do. And it was 5 hours, so... yeah, we'll do it. Let me send a tweet out that I'm live. getting Stream Deck revamped. So all I do, all my actions are going to be one key. I even got Clip It up now, so all I have to do is I don't have to ask any of you guys to clip a scene. Just hit a button and voila. Counters are down at the bottom. Well, actually, down this way. Yeah, I changed everything, Sims. I got the new PC up and running. I know the Get Insulta is a little tough to see. I'm going to have to change the color. I can always change things around. I'm not worried there. I can always put the counters back up top. I can always get them changed and make them a little bit more transparent. That's not a problem. But they are a little bit easier to read up top. And another problem is, let me pause this for a second, is I went to rearrange my desk and the main piece of my desk broke. So the corner piece in my desk where I usually sat, it fell apart when I went to move it. So now I'm back to a straight piece. So until I get it redone, well, now I've got actually, the green screen's better. I've got better lighting. But yeah, now that with the new PC, it's going to take me a few shows to get everything set back up the way it can flow. It's part of it. That desk, it was almost falling apart when I put it in anyway. Just one of those things that happens. Problem is, it's a 3-piece studio desk, so it's not a cheap one. Which sucks. I'm considering doing a New Year's stream. I'm thinking about it. But I don't know what's going on with some friends. So if I do, it's going to be a last minute decision, or at least probably tomorrow afternoon at the latest. Just got to figure out what's going on. But I wouldn't mind doing a New Year's stream. Now, let's see. Last night was just over a 3-hour stream. Night before I didn't do one because of work. Night before that was like 3 hours. I'm trying to catch up so I don't drop affiliate. So it's one of those things you just got to. I got to get through because right now, work sucks. It's just so busy, but not much we can do with all the conventions in town. the bad thing is for CES, Twitter, Google, Amazon, all the big companies that usually go, they downsized all their booths because of this Omicron crap. It is what it is. But we had to go back up and pick up two of our clients because they canceled completely. So we had to reschedule everything that we were doing just to go clean up booze out of the convention. Added a couple extra hours of work. Oh well, shit happens. Too bright. I think this is just environment. This is just matrixing. I do not think this is an EVP. I don't know. It sounds like a voice, but I cannot give it the credit it deserves right now. Sounds like a shoe squeak above it. It does. That's exactly what I'm trying to get through. That doesn't even sound like English, to tell you the truth. I don't think it's an EVP. The more I listen to it, the more it's sounding like an EVP, but I don't think it is. No, it's not. It sounded like somebody stole my plate. Being this is left in the cafeteria in culinary, which would make sense. It said stolen my plate. Somebody took my lunch. Somebody stole my food. But I can't give it credit because it's not cleaning up and it's so wonky. It's got that distorted sound in it. So I think it's an electronic distortion, which means we throw up the debunked. I can't give that credit. Damn it. Alien sounding, almost. If it wasn't for that distortion in the background, we could make this one out. It definitely sounds like a voice on this one. This one's a little bit different. This one isn't distorted. This actually has some tone to it. So we're going to go in. We're going to try to enhance this. And we're going to bump it up. I think 5 might do it. And mind you, during this time frame, if you see down at the bottom, it says 7 minutes, 51 seconds. There's nobody else out here investigating. I am still going through the prison setting up my recorders. Nobody has started investigating yet. So any voices we hear aside from mine, up until about 30 to 40 minutes, I think, are going to be paranormal. I did the same thing I did last time. I told everybody to stay there while I went through the prison. Oh crap, that's loud. Sorry. Had to turn that way up so I could hear it. Jason, go ahead on out and watch. Okay, there's Jason. Go ahead. Out and watch is what I'm hearing. Jason, go ahead on out and watch. Remember, if you remember the very first analyzation of Nevada State Prison, there was a double murder in the cafeteria where 2 people were stabbed to death. So are they saying this is maybe the time of day when they planned that murder? Jason, go on out and watch. Watch for the guards. It's maybe there's not any guards. Maybe they're in shift change where they're walking in and out, and they're just not there watching at that time. So go out and watch for the guards. That makes perfect sense. I mean, this is good. That's what I'm getting. Go out and watch for that yeah. We're right there. Sarah, welcome to the stream tonight. Good to see you as always. So I'm hearing it right. I'm getting Jason, which is, you can hear a name. Go out and watch for yeah. Go out and watch. So we're right there. I wasn't right. I thought that was it, but I'm glad I got somebody to confirm that. You came in at the perfect time. You came in at the very, very perfect time. So Let me mute this real quick so you don't hear me typing. All right, so Sarah, since you just got here, I'm jumping around on the recorders. We finished Olympus 1 last night. We're jumping over to Olympus 4. Olympus 4 Night 1, which is in Culinary, the cafeteria. Last time I was there, we got a vast amount of our EVPs from there. I wanted something a little exciting leading into New Year's, and not one of the slower areas where Olympus 2 and 3 are, so I wanted to bring something a little upbeat tonight. Culinary is no joke. Culinary is where I got attacked. Culinary is where 2 murders happened that we know of, and a lot of fights. So this is good. I like this one. This is a good way to start the EVPs. And bring it up to 1789. One more closer to that 1800. Holy hell, Deads is here. Damn. Show just went to a whole nother level. How you doing tonight, Dad? It's good to see you. Okay, that's Chris. And a plane going over. I didn't think Chris was going through this quick. Just finished eating? So did I. Nice big old plate of shrimp scampi. Now I'm chasing it down with a beer. Yep, that's Chris. The
I've seen this part on many videos. So sometimes, depending on the time frame, later on some visual activity in the summer.
I had buttered chicken last night.
The stuff that Susan's talking about. When you guys do your investigations in here, this room.
Yeah, kind of up in the land of the living. You actually had a social life. You were actually out hunting, for real. You were actually... yeah, Boeing 747 probably. Just... I don't know what's louder, them or the plane.
Being here with someone sitting here for a while, so somebody being here.
So they went in and out pretty quick. We'll have to give it a couple minutes to make sure they're out of the way before we see if there's any true EVPs. But we did start off right. 7 minutes in, we got one, which is good. It's good. It's good. Now the question is, should I take a shot? What say the viewers? Sure, why not? Ain't gotta work tomorrow. Like I said, it's celebration. Tomorrow's New Year's Eve. Cheers, guys. Salud. See where they're actually at, because I don't.
Take off recommendation.
Solange, you gotta work tomorrow, Dads? What the hell? Oh, that's right. Tomorrow's Friday. Sorry. I'm thinking tomorrow's Saturday for some dumb reason. Being that I don't have to work. Sorry. But I do Sunday. Duh. That's not an EVP. You found your Bobcat. I knew you would. I was gonna say, why don't you send me one of the fangs? People making friggin' sound effects for. Congrats on the Bobcat, though. Yeah, they're back in the kitchen. You can tell how it echoes. So they're not out where the tables are, where the activity actually is. They're back in the kitchen area, where not much goes on. I know it's been a good year. You stocked your freezer twice, I think. Or enough for twice. It all started off with the Blueberry Bear. That's got tone to it. That might be an EVP. I'm hearing shit at this point. I think it's saying almond joy. Why would I think this is almond joy? I've got to be some sick demented SOB to think that. This might be just resonating, but it sounds like a voice. 90% chance this is no EVP. Yeah, there is a weird noise at the end of it. That's what I'm trying to pay attention to as well. Yeah, I know, right? Right, Sims? Hearing almond, it sounds like almond joy. It does. To be burned. Yeah, that is Mechanical Deads. I think you're right. I'm going to enhance this a couple more times just to be certain. All is right. It does. So 3 of us are here. 4 of us. We got 4 people hearing 4 different things. I almost want to lead towards Deads on this thing mechanical, but I'm not 100%. Let's What is it, Deads? If you figured it out, I want to hear this. I definitely want to hear this. Think of the sound as the pump and the peak is the return. You got a problem there. There's no power in the prison. There's no plumbing or power in the prison. This is tough. You know what, Sarah? I hear serious that you hear the soft S at the end. Pretty serious. I think you're right. Hear this very, very soft S at the end. Booby slam. Oh my God.
I have taken it upon my authority to revoke your access privileges.
Oh my God, Sims. No, Sims, you're not losing it. You fucking lost it. You just flat out lost it. Oh my God. A booby slam. Only if you got above a D cup can you do a booby slam. This is predominantly a male prison. Oh my God. God help me. God help me, please. So, hold on a second, guys. And one on the counter. Oh my God. Get knocked out by a pair of jugs. What can you do? But if you have seen the video, there is a lady out there that smashes watermelons. Just picks up her like triple D's and just right down. So it's possible. What a way to go though, right? What a way to go. Death by Snoo Snoo. But in the words of a Christmas story, you'll shoot your eye out. Okay, that's Chris in the background for sure. What has happened to this show tonight? Oh my God. We just went off the deep end. We just went off the frickin' deep end. But it's alright. It's New Year's Eve. We can do this.
You're going to die.
Oh, this made my night too, Sims. It's all the deep end. You bounded your zone. It's all the deep end? I have no idea. Still the best one, though. The best one was from analyzing culinary from the very first Nevada State Prison when somebody in the chat or somebody in the room said it sounds like bagel bite. What happened in here? A fatal fight? A bagel bite. Yeah, that's still tops right there. Never seen the movie Dread. Hey Sims, was that you or Explicit that said bagel bite? Was that? Oh my God. I gotta go back and find that clip. Somebody's got a spirit box on. That's one of the female investigators. I wish I could say this is an EVP, because it just says, I don't know. Dang it. We gotta debunk this one. Because I think that's Kelly's voice. Will say though, my next project for the stream is get a pair of the studio in-ear monitors, kind of help better with the audio. So the stream's gonna get a lot better when it comes to analyzing this. Just far enough away from the recorder that you can't exactly hear what they're saying. That's the gate into the cage opening. Know that sound distinctly. and you hear him acknowledge it. This shows the investigators are paying attention to their surroundings. Brent has a recorder up, which I did. It was in the second cage, second table back, where I got attacked on the first investigation. So Chris was paying very close attention to his surroundings. And before he went in there, I remember telling him, pay attention in culinary. You're gonna get what you ask for. So he's watching his surroundings. Not any of the other investigators said, hey, Brent has a recorder here. That's good watching out. I'm impressed by that.
You're all in the same place or different spots?
Spread out a little bit, because we can see each other.
Yeah. I hope this spot isn't taken.
Same here.
The spot isn't taken. You get to sit on a ghost lap.
If I remember right, this area was segregated. So that was the white section, which was Mexican and black.
And just to clear it up, they did not segregate the culinary. You sat where you sat. They did not separate by race in for the meals. Duck, how you doing tonight? Any intelligent EVPs or just residual tonight? We had one. I think it falls under both intelligent and and residual. It was Jason going out and watch, which is referring probably to the two murders that happened in culinary, where two people were stabbed to death. So go on out and watch. Go out and watch for the guards. I mean, that's what I'm getting from that. So I'd say it was an intelligent EVP, but also residual. So it's telling, and for all we know, it could be very intelligent. Hey, I got new people in here. Go watch for the guards. I'm going to mess with them. You know, that whole, we got new people in here. We're going to attack them. Go out and watch. Go on out and watch for the screws. Go out and watch for the guards. Make sure they don't come in. So yeah, it could be very intelligent or very residual. At this point, for an EVP like that, I honestly do not know. But I'd qualify it as both, just for the simple fact of the context.
So if this is the black side, I don't know about setting in.
My body is doing that thing that it does where it's just like nerves.
Yeah.
Duck, funny thing you say that. If you had an old prison guard that comes in, a couple of the people that help upkeep the prison and take the groups around are actual retired or former prison guards. We use them to our advantage. One of the guys that took us around this time, Chris, is an old prison guard, and the guy before, I forget his name. I feel bad for doing that, but he actually was a prison guard at Nevada State Prison when it was active. So we did use them to our advantage while investigating. The spirits, pay attention to them. Get back in your cells. Actually, seeing old prisoners come in, while I 100% agree with this, it is against the law to do that. Nevada State Prison, when Ghost Adventures went in there, they actually took somebody who served years in there, and that's one of the reasons they're not allowed back. They took a former prisoner onto prison grounds. So while in theory it is an amazing thing to do because you could use that as trigger objects, on certain levels you can't do it. In theory, it is brilliant. In theory, it is pure brilliance. because you could use them to go where somebody was murdered, where somebody was jumped, stabbed, attacked, whatever. But even on a speaker, Sarah, I'm not sure. Susan, Nevada State Prison, explained a little bit to me that because it is a former prison and still technically not necessarily active but open, you can have a former prisoner on the grounds because it is technically still open to a sense. Liability is one big thing, but being the fact that they're actually letting people in there to tour and to investigate, having a former prisoner on grounds goes against a lot. I forget the exact reason why she said, but it's no juju. While I'd love to be able to do it. One of my friends actually was there for like 2 weeks. It is stupid in my eyes too. But you got to follow the rules. You got to follow what they lay down. One of my buddies actually told me, he goes, Brent, be careful. He goes, that place, I was there for 2 weeks and it is haunted as shit. And every prisoner in there knew it. Yeah, Deds, please look that up. But being warned by somebody who has been there that it is haunted, yeah, it's makes it more interesting for me. Get somebody who spent 20 years in there and just, yeah, that'd be great. And I see MDS snuck in. How you doing tonight? So we got Sarah, we got Duck, we got MDS, we got Sims, we got Dez. Now we just need explicit. And it's going to be a show tonight. Yeah, trigger object, 100% Duck. I agree. I'm too pretty to go to prison. Too much of a duck to go to prison.
Are you allowed to talk during your meals?
I don't
Are
even
you
have a
allowed to
anymore.
talk during your meals?
That's what I asked already.
Okay. Sorry.
That's okay.
I took my duck sound effect off here. Damn it, I'm gonna have to get that back on.
Are they inside there?
No married man should be allowed to visit marriages in prison. I wouldn't know.
How long were you gone for a meal break?
Duck, I've worked with people who do use them. I will never use one. I don't believe in them. I think I honestly, in my personal view, they're a gimmick. They can map anything as a stick figure. I've seen them map, been in courtrooms to where like that banister that separates the juror of the audience of the court into the defendant and plaintiff and all that. I've seen that banister being mapped as legs and as arms. I've seen chairs marked as arms, prison bars. Perfect thing to map as arms and legs. I will never use an SLS, and I honestly discourage it. Bill Chappell did, but there's so many ways to debunk it. You can get a box on a bed with a pillow on the top, and it's going to mark it as a body and a head. You got to be able to do it in a wide open area where there's nothing around. So it literally cannot map it. It has to have a solid surface. So with that being said, no. SLS, Ovilus, echo boxes, even sometimes spirit boxes. I'm traditionally old school when it comes to investigating. Not to allow any former inmate to visit prisons that were incarcerated, the active or decommissioned, so it's a federal thing. Okay, Deds, thank you very much. A general practice by the DOJ. That would explain it. So a lot of these toys now by these paranormal companies, yeah. Duck, I'm leaning that way now.
Feeling anything, Angela? Are you feeling anything?
No, I'm just listening and seeing if I feel anything. Nothing so far.
Okay.
You never know. Could be whispers or something. It's just a report. I'll find out later.
Is there a loose chair over
A loose chair.
there? Where you just came out?
No.
Okay, 'cause I just heard a chair crack.
Yeah, I heard that too. I thought it was.
I don't know, because Chris is back there, I don't know if he moved something.
You didn't pick up the doors, which one?
Oh, hold on. Okay, never mind. That's out of that's Ovilus.
There's a pond outside. Were you allowed to go there in the pond? What's for lunch or dinner?
With Nevada State Prison, no dogs, no kids, no cigarettes. You can't wear jeans, no alcohol. They have a laundry list of things you can't bring in, and that probably would still fall under Department of Corrections rules, because they actually have to get permission. They have to let. There's a prison literally right next door, the adjoining property to Nevada State Prison. So because it's attached to a prison, they're afraid somebody might sneak contraband through the fence, because no jeans are allowed, because the prisoners there wear jeans. Oh, we bring a lot of women go in there to investigate. And you're right. Just there's a lot of activity, especially when you put them in the women's section.
What's for dinner tonight? Am I on the right side of the vision?
I think this is just distortion. Let's amp it up and let's see. Okay. I don't think that's an EVP. Right there, Duck. It's distortion. It might be echo. Why do I turn hash browns? Nice. I think we can actually debunk that one as echo. And I will say I'm a little upset about this last investigation. Every time I went to go into culinary, somebody was in there investigating. I think I got maybe 10 minutes in there total, which is all right. I'll make it up on the next investigation because there's so much activity in there. People need to sit down and just be quiet and ask questions every 60 seconds because you're going to get the reaction in there.
What is it like to be here?
Damn Ovilus. He probably would be, Duck. And that is Echo. That's 100% Echo all the way through. That's Chris. Hey, that's Chris.
How many people are in the room right now besides Kelly and I?
Ovilus again.
Is there any way you can show us here? Can you say something? Can you move something? Can you knock on the table?
Hey, you notice how complicated that's making things? You have basically Cisbro Paranormal right there in the culinary in the eating section, we'll call it, where the tables are. Then you have Chris and his team back in the further back in the kitchen. You've got two teams right there in the same area, knowing that the voices carry. You can hear Chris clear as day in the background. You'd almost have to leave and come back and do it right. That way, we don't get that pollution, that interference from other voices. The only problem with that, Duck, is when you go to Nevada State Prison, they want at least 20 people. Granted, you've got over 1 million square feet. You've got, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, you've got like 20 different areas you can investigate. So you could have 20 different teams there in 20 different buildings and not run into each other and just switch off every couple hours. The problem is everybody wants to go to the same area at the same time. And that's what I was running into. Nothing against any of the investigators that went, because I love them all. They're all amazing people. But everybody wants to go to the same freaking area, and that's why I walked away. You'll see later on when I'm carrying the recorder. I'm not bumping into people that much. And if you watch the GoPro, if you want to go back through the through YouTube and watch the past broadcasts, when I did the GoPro, there wasn't a lot of people around me, because it becomes so complicated to debunk EVPs when we're doing this. And like we've said, I like investigating alone. I know a couple of you guys do too. You go out. In Culinary, it's 100% dark. The only place in the prison that has power is the office. There's nothing unless you got daylight coming through the daylight, or a couple of the lights coming over from the prison. It's 100% dark. So it intensifies it. And it.
What was that? You're not kidding.
It's kind of like why I want to spend the night at the prison.
I thought you asked them. Nope, they all left us. What? They all left us. I know. They just, I heard you ask, I'm not going to take on any very much in the United States. That was very good.
Yeah, some of these areas, Duck, you can't see your hand in front of your face. I carry my flashlight, my GoPro with the light on the GoPro, and that's it. And my digital recorder.
Okay, if you don't want to. It said once solid. Could be interesting. I can't hear you, Kelly. The office said once solid. Huh. Like maybe once human. Not sure. Where are you hearing this place? October. It's almost Halloween. And I'm not joking. See, it's 2 more days to do Halloween.
Just me, or are they making a lot of noise just sitting there? Sarah, I did that in execution. I called out their names. I think I did use one of the prisoner numbers off something I found on actually on eBay. They're selling a prisoner card on eBay right now. If I remember right, I did call that number out at some point. I don't remember where it was, but that's I like the way you're thinking. Instead of using their name, call out their prisoner number. That I'm gonna have to try that on the next investigation there. I'm gonna use that. Instead of using names, use numbers. It's actually a very, very good way to do it. If you're not getting them by name, use their number. Try to antagonize a little bit. All right. right. If you're not going to answer to John Smith, I'm going to call you 4516023. You don't deserve that respect. You don't get to get called by your name anymore. I'm going to call you by your number, by your jacket number, how the state recognizes you. You don't want to recognize being called by a man? I'm going to call you by what you are, a number. They're going to brand you like cattle. I'm going to treat you like cattle. I'm going to talk to you like a man. You can respond like a man. It's a little bit of provoking, but it's a pretty strong legal way to do it. They're used to being called by their number, not by their names. I think I'm gonna incorporate that into my investigation next time, and see how far I get with it before I get attacked. And hopefully it's on camera for you guys. As long as if I get thrown, I'm okay with it. Make sure you bust out the branding iron, Jesus deads. I'll just put on the orange prison jumpsuit. Go in with the shackles and a bottle of KY.
Was that you, Kelly? Yeah, that's me. Okay.
Actually, that's a pretty good idea. Put on an orange jumpsuit and shackles, and be led to death row. Have your digital recording, your GoPro, down at your hip, be shackled up, and be led to one of the death row cells. Huh. I got an idea. I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna see if they'll let me get away with this one. Have one of the former guards dress up as, get his prison guard uniform on, and I'll put the shackles on and be led into a cell. That's an idea. That's a damn good idea. That could lead to some interesting responses. What are you in for? I killed 16 chickens and raped a goat. Just something stupid. There's our EVP right there. There's our frickin' EVP. Holy shit, that is definitely not human. That is what we've been looking for. And it is clear as day. This is actually cleaning up very nice. This is cleaning up better than I expected. I did not expect this EVP to clean up. So let's go through it one more time, just to be safe. Enhance it one last time. What do you guys think? Sarah, we're on the same page. This is a good EVP. Yeah, that's a female voice. And that's not any of the investigators. That's none of the investigators. I know Elizabeth's voice and I know Angela's voice. That's neither of them. And the other females that are investigating tonight are across the prison. They're either up in execution or they're up in the pods. So there's no other way. There's no other explanation. This is good. Boom, and mark it down. 1791. Can we reach 1800 tonight? If this keeps up, maybe. And that one actually just came out of nowhere. You don't expect one like that. It just like, why are you here?
Oh my God. Sorry. Oh my God. Sorry.
Obelisk.
It said used sand and where? What was it? Used sand and where? Huh. None of the words were making sense to me. I wasn't expecting that, so it was creepy. Sorry.
Go back. I'm sorry I missed that, Duck. One of the investigations I was on, we had 5 candles, northeast, southwest, and center. I've done that a few times when we received evidence so powerful I couldn't explain it. Spirit was communicating through the candles. They'd flicker, yes and no, and I felt the spirits touching me. Duck, I've been there. I actually did a past life reading with candles. And I have the video somewhere. I wish I could find it. About as intense as you can ever get. Asking yes and no questions, flickering, the flames raising and lowering. Then I hit a name. You're doing past life readings, you usually don't get names. I ask a name, and every one of the candles' flames went straight up like that. Another at least 1.5 to 2 inches. And everybody who was filming me, they're like, Brent, you might want to close the door now. And it's like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. And I backed out of the reading because after you hit that name and you saw every flame just bump up, it becomes something so intense that, yeah, you don't want anything else. You open a door that you're just asking for trouble. And it's weird because the obelisk is going crazy. If you know what's built into the Ovilus, you'll question it.
What people were on the way? Who was invited there?
Why does it sound like somebody's breathing like real raspy? What do we got? Darth Vader in there breathing? It's almost guttural. Yeah, it is. But the hard thing on that is, did somebody have allergies? Was somebody, not feeling good? Or is that the wind coming through? Or what? It's, without a camera, it's almost impossible to debunk it or even confirm it. Deads. Yeah, it's somebody. That's right where I'm at. Everybody on that investigation is about as professional as you can get. If somebody makes a stupid noise, they're gonna say something. Metal on metal sound, yes. Sarah, I agree. But yeah, nobody's gonna mess with it. But I am notorious for scaring people on investigations. If I know somebody's coming, I'll hide in a dark little cubby and wait for them to get right by me, and I will jump out and just really get them. But that's easily debunked. You heard me do it on NSP Part 1. So you're not going to intentionally go out of the way to fake evidence for somebody, because that just makes not only you look like an idiot, the person analyzing it doesn't know the difference, and it makes the location look tacky. So yeah. I've got it on recording, Sarah. One of the former prison guards was walking one of the team members, and I was coming down the stairwell, and I just kind of went against one of the metal walls, and I kind of sucked up against it. Right as they came around, I was like, "Rah!" And being a former prison guard, his instinct kicked in, thinking a prisoner's going to jump out and attack him out of one of the cells. And he brought his fists up at me, and he was cocked back and ready to swing. He stopped. He saw me. He goes, "Oh," he goes, "Brent, you came this close to getting knocked out." He goes, "I've had prisoners jump out of their cells at me before." He goes, "I had a flashback when you jumped out." And it was like, he goes, "That is the funniest thing ever." But he goes, "Don't ever do that again." He goes, "One of these days you're going to do that to somebody, and they're gonna swing on you." But to see a prison guard jump out of his skin, oh, it was priceless. It's still a joke at the prison. It is still a joke. Because Brent is that guy.
Do you want to come sit and talk to me? No more. I'd still love to hear what you have to say.
But you got to have fun on the investigations. You got to keep everybody on their toes. Make sure everybody's having a good time and doing what they should be doing.
What kind of jobs do you do?
Coming out.
Holy crap, Explicit made it in. How you doing tonight, Explicit? We were just talking about you.
Is there someone in the doorway? Got that cobweb.
It's not an EVP.
Got that cobweb feeling on. You getting anything?
A headache.
No, that's not good.
My guts are twisted.
Your what's twisted?
Guts, you know, I get that nervous feeling in the pit of your stomach.
Yeah.
My head aches a little bit. I don't know why.
Is that you?
What?
Did you just move?
A little bit.
Okay.
I shifted my legs.
That's probably right. There's no chair back there.
I don't recall seeing a chair in here.
I don't know if that's Chris or an EVP. Let's enhance the vocals and see if we can isolate this. I think that's Chris. I'm not 100%. Sounds like it's saying I'm here. So what we're going to do is we're going to bump this up. I think 8 should do it. I don't know. You hear somebody like a wheeze of an exhale, and it's kind of masking the first word, but the second, I'm not sure if that's Chris. Sorry guys, I had to sneeze. What do you guys think? Is that Chris or is that an EVP? That's killing it. This is what's making it impossible to analyze. And I hate using this. I hate using the debunked. But unfortunately, because there's a wheeze in there, it is blocking up half of the EVP. We're going to lose potential evidence because of somebody sounds like they're freaking congested. Oh my God, no. But it happens. We've lost EVPs before for less. Ouch. Loud.
We kept saying shower coming on. I wasn't really hearing it. If somebody gets a far wall, somebody kept coming through. I got pictures, so hopefully they caught something.
We've come all this way. There's the door to Susan, and she talks about you guys.
I'm not sure if that room was used as a phone room or something.
Do you mind
Maybe.
taking us, Susan?
That would be it.
So a couple things here that might or might not be easy for you to move. But if you're going to come back to let us know that you're here, maybe you could knock over my bag, or you could knock over this flashlight. Or you could even just leave it on the windows.
Can you sit next to me? Can you go over to Brian and tap his hat?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out if I'm having a physical reaction,
Did you tap his hat yet?
or if it's just not sleeping and being tired
Do you have enough strength to knock his hat off?
and excited about being here.
Yeah.
Okay, Jerry, goes away. You can move my strength to himself.
People working back there. I'm saying there's people working back there because I can see the lights flashing.
Sorry about that, guys. I was trying to find some old evidence from culinary to show you guys, but I'll get it I'll get it for the next show.
How did you spend your time during the day?
Can you name a person that died here?
It's okay, I'm sitting here. I'll get on that.
Do you know what the fight was over?
So, what we were questioning earlier, whether it was Chris or an EVP, just from the tone of his voice further back in the into the kitchen, I honestly think that was him and not an EVP, and it was just masked by somebody wheezing. So, we can't honestly go ahead and debunk that as being Chris.
If you're so inclined, you just show your face in front of this camera.
To EVP? Can't say.
Two people walking over there, Kelly and Chris.
And you heard him debunk it for us, Kelly and Chris.
Let's go on Jonathan back here.
Okay. We're gonna abandon you.
What did you say?
She's gonna check her cock in.
Did you say something, Penn?
No. Okay.
Did you say something, Penn? Did you say something, Penn?
No. Okay. Chris is talking back there.
But that's not Chris talking. But that is a steel door shutting. That's a door shutting in the background. It sounds like it's saying out, but it's a steel door shutting.
Did you say something, Penn?
No. Okay. Chris is talking back there.
Now, I gotta ask, for everybody that's analyzed EVPs before, Sarah, I know you have. Do you get a little OCD when you hear just other people just constantly talking on a recorder, and you just want to jump past it? It's like, guys, I gotta analyze this. I gotta analyze this. Be quiet. You guys are talking too much. It's like, oh my God, I'm getting this like almost OCD with it now. I just want to reach through the recorder and tell them to be quiet.
He's about to move and then we'll come back this way, okay?
Hold on, I
Get anything more?
She's got some things on the
said scratch, and then I felt a burning sensation in the back of my neck. But she said it was red at the start, now it's not red. So we'll look at that later. No, she saw it on my neck, part of a burning sensation, and then she checked again and some more in there. But we were provoking it to try to scratch me some more. And it did to begin with. And I felt a burning sensation over here. Nothing showed up there. And then provoked it even further. Nothing else. I did trip. That's the thing. There was a thing where the stoves used to be. There's a metal piece to watch out. It's right across from the refrigerator.
Right.
There's a little metal piece that sticks up. You will not see it in the video films there. Yeah, we have this one. I could go use rooms. I'm using we can go outside. I think there's other stuff we can investigate.
I was thinking, kind of one at that end and this end, facing each other, I don't see anything. They're over there or whatever.
Is there whispers there?
They're over there or whatever.
Now, am I hearing things, or does that sound like go away? That's go away. If that's not, I'll be surprised. That is go away. Or you were right. Could be go away or you were right. What was the statement?
That end and this end, facing each other, I don't see anything. That end and this end, facing each other, I don't see anything. One at that end and this end, facing each other, I don't see anything. They're over there or whatever.
And now that I've cleaned it up and brought it out of the program, it doesn't sound like an EVP.
Maybe you could knock over my bag, or you could knock over this flashlight.
Where was I?
I don't recall seeing a chair in there.
No, it was nothing. Welcome back, Doc.
So hopefully that might or might not be easy for you to move. But if you're back to let us know that you're here, maybe you could knock over my bag, or you could knock over this flashlight.
I don't think I was up that far, was I? That kind of pan like all good, Doc, all good.
Can you sit next to me?
I'm using Adobe Audition. I personally do not like Audacity unless there's nothing else to use.
Can you go over to Brian and tap his hat?
I used to only use Cool Record Edit Pro, but the problem with Cool Record now is getting a clean copy. Even if you get a clean copy of Cool Record, most Windows systems will flag it as a virus or as a program that can't be trusted. If you're using like Avast or Glary or any of those, it'll flag Cool Record and won't let you use it. I think Adobe Audition is about as good as you can get because at the bottom you can watch the energy signals. It's about one of the only ones that really offers something that straightforward. But I know there's a couple more out there that cost a lot more money.
Did you tap his hat yet?
But I wish there was something more. It's kind of why I'm looking into infrasound.
Do you have enough strength to knock his hat off?
I'm excited about being here.
Yeah.
But infrasound can actually do harm to you under certain conditions.
People working backwards. I'm saying that people working backwards. I can see the lights flashing.
How did you spend your time during the day?
Oh yeah, Duck. This show shows it. For the first visit to Nevada State Prison, it took over 60 shows. I think it took 60 shows to analyze all the EVPs, to analyze all the audio. So you can see this visit to Nevada State Prison is going to take us probably 100 shows to analyze everything. We're already, I think, on show 19. And we just started the second recorder. So, like I said, we did the Ovilus, or not the Ovilus, excuse me, the GoPro with the GoPro audio. So basically, we analyzed the same audio twice. We just finished Olympus 1. We just started Olympus 4. And this one is 5 hours, 15 minutes for night 1. And 5 hours of audio is going to take us probably 8 shows, maybe 9, depending on how fast we get through it and how much I stop and talk and how much I answer questions. So yeah, and how much we debate the EVPs and how much we spend analyzing. So yes, 100%, you are right. This is what people don't see on TV. And this is what I told Destination Fear. I love analyzing audio. This is what we do. I know what it takes for you guys to do this on TV. And they just looked at me like I had corn coming out of my ears. It's like, you understand this. It's like, yeah, I do.
Can you name one person that died in here?
It's okay, I'm sitting here. I'll give them that.
But we also have fun with it. You know, it's like we're not trying to force evidence so I can get viewers. And that's what TV shows do. Sometimes it feels like they're forcing evidence. That too, Sarah. Me being one of them. But again, this is what you get when you leave recorders unattended. You're going to get everybody investigating, which is fine. And this is kind of, in a way, I kind of like it because it kind of shows who you can and can't work with in the future. Who's investigating, who's socializing, who's taking this serious, and who's getting things done instead of gabbing. So it actually shows a lot. Exactly, Dads. Okay, so we've been through that. Okay, so we did analyze this. I thought we did. It sounded familiar, so I just went ahead and jumped up a little bit. Sorry about that, guys. When I was analyzing the last part, it automatically put me back for some reason. So that's my bad.
I was thinking, we have our options. Kind of one end, that end, this end, we're facing each other, I don't see anything.
All right, guys, we are over that 2-hour mark. We're going to go for a little bit longer tonight.
Just be careful that you're not directly shining at each other.
Sorry if I sat on you.
Quiet. Yes.
So I was trying to find out just how many shifts we're doing with her.
I'm going to let the audio continue to play, but I will be back in just 1 minute.
I have to imagine a place this big that there was not enough room in here for everybody to be once.
I'm assuming they ate in shifts or something.
Huh?
I'm assuming they ate in shifts.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was trying to find out how many shifts there were.
Lady just out running around.
Back.
It's quiet now.
Yeah,
It's quiet because you don't have other people in there investigating.
kind of ready to move to a different area.
What now?
I'm kind of ready to move to a different area.
Okay. I just wanted to give it a couple minutes while it was.
And I gotta say this, now that they've got that area to themselves, they're kind of ready to move on to somewhere else. Chris and Kelly moved on from the cafeteria, from culinary, from the kitchen. They finally have a chance to do it with no interference in the background. And they want to move on. No offense to Brian and Elizabeth and Angela, that one just doesn't make any sense. Evening, Tristan. How you doing tonight? Good to see you. Welcome back.
Quiet.
Did you hear the mouse?
Okay, what?
I just heard a mouse squeak.
All right, well, thank you if you joined us here and spoke to me. I appreciate it. We're going to head out now, see what else we can find. Thank you. You ready?
Yep. Thank you.
Yeah, I just was wondering where it was.
Wow. Kudos to Brian on this one. He actually said, when he opened the door, he goes, "That's just me opening the door. That's me closing the door." Rather than trying to figure out a door opening, if it's an EVP or residual or something, he said he's opening the door. I'm impressed. Not a lot of people think to do that, especially when you go back to analyze. I'm making a noise. That's me. That's the sign of it. That's the sign of an investigator. Nothing. Probably in more ways than one there, MDS. I swear, you guys. Don't make me send you to separate corners. Okay, you can hear people in the next building over. Nice echo of the voices. Equal opportunity ass kicker. I think you meant equal opportunity ass kisser. Like I said.
Hi there! Mackenzie and Eddie are in here, so if you hear footsteps on the recorder, it's just us.
And actually, I think that's them whispering to each other. Let's clean it up and find out. But I think this is actually them talking to each other. Go high and low and let's see. Yeah, that's not even an EVP. That's not even talking. Oops. Oh well.
This is crazy. Do
Debunked.
you want to actually know anything, Jen?
No. No, okay. This is,
Do you feel that anything?
yeah. Feels like it's building. Like what you said.
Okay, we'll come see you guys in a little bit.
Tristan, no. We finished Northern Nevada Railroad Museum about 20 shows ago. We're on episode 19 of Nevada State Prison. We finished the GoPros, one recorder. Tonight we're starting another recorder. So yeah, that railroad yard's long done. That is that's ancient history, my friend. Didn't get a lot of evidence. At least not as much as I thought we would. Tristan, the prison was built in 1862. We were actually down in the basement, where a lot of the old water intake was. So yeah, there was a couple pumps down in the basement of the original part of the foundation. Unfortunately, when we went down there, the door was open. We weren't supposed to be in there, so we got asked to leave before we could really do anything. But yeah, the original pumps are still in the prison. Tristan, not that I'm aware of. Like I said, we weren't even supposed to be down there. So they asked, please, you can't be down here, please get out. Because it wasn't safe. There was so much, like, rat and bird crap down there. It wasn't even safe to breathe down there. They wanted us to have masks on if we were down there. You guys should have just asked first. It's like, well, the door was open. We didn't know. But where this recorder's at, there's 2 people that were murdered. So. I'm sure people were killed in almost every room in that prison, so. Or every area, should I say. That is a tire on the highway, I think. Very true, Tristan. Well, before the prison was built, there was a hotel on the grounds that, if I remember right, burned down, where a small child did die. So there is stories of a small child being seen in the prison. And before that, yeah, Native Americans, of course. So there's two sets of history before the prison was there. One, a hotel where a child died, and before that, Native American land. Should do some more research about the whatever tribes were on that land, and see if you can get some Native American language written up, and try to go in and speak it and not be disrespectful about it, and try not to mispronounce it. And that's the hard part, is pronouncing a lot of the Native American stuff. And I've tried. I have, and it's not easy. My next tattoo is going right there on the ring finger. Getting the Native American crow right there. Hell, Tristan, try Icelandic. Icelandic's rough. I've tried reading that, and it's like, what? No worries, Dads. I know you're lurking. Looks like Explicit's been lurking. Sims has been lurking. It's all good. Yeah, and you just got here, Tristan, so you have an excuse. And got 3 of them all in a line in the chat. I want to try surströmming once in my life. Probably be the last time I eat it, but at least I want to try it. Dad, you've tried surströmming? Wow. Okay. Nice. I'll pause this real quick. There's a video on YouTube about a guy in Iceland showing you how to truly eat surströmming. You put it into like a pita bread with some I don't want to say yogurt, but the same stuff they put in euros. So they put that yogurt, whatever it is, that cucumber paste, whatever it is, put the surströmming in that. You're supposed to eat it that way, and that way it neutralizes all that lye taste. So yeah, probably does. Probably. Can't believe how unactive culinary is on this recorder. A lot of highway noise. And problem is, culinary is kind of tucked away from any kind of freeway sounds. I didn't get this kind of highway noise on my first visit. So that's kind of strange. Whoa, what was that? Hold on. It does sound like metal on metal. Yeah, it is metal on metal. You're absolutely right. Well, guys, we are at the 2.5 hour mark. I truly thank you guys for tuning in tonight, spending 2.5 hours of your life analyzing paranormal, even though we had to listen to a bunch of chit chat. It's part of it. It's what we do. It's what we have to live with. It's what we have to deal with. So, yeah. I mean, we got 3 EVPs tonight. It's better than 0 EVPs. I'll take it. We got some pretty good EVPs for what it was. Metal Pip on a hole of a sub, okay? But, yeah. Tomorrow, I'm going to try to do at least 2 hours. Maybe earlier in the evening. I don't know if I'm going to do a countdown show. Sims was saying I should do a countdown show at midnight and do the countdown and analyze EVPs into the new year, I don't know yet. I haven't made the decision. But if I do, you'll see I'll be on. I thank each and every one of you, Dead's Explicit, MDS, Tristan, Sarah, Sims, all you guys. And Duck, I don't know if you ducked out, but thank you too. And whoever else has been lurking. You guys are making this worthwhile. We had a lot of fun tonight. We definitely had fun. But wouldn't be a show without you guys. You guys are an intricate part of all this. And it keeps me going. Because you see what we go through with some of the silence and some of the frustration and all the puns. And every one of the puns. Wouldn't be a show without it either. Just like the puns and just like you guys. It's a part of the dysfunctional family. You guys are awesome. You too, Sarah, and each and every one of you. If I don't see you tomorrow, have a very happy new year. But I'll be on for at least a little bit tomorrow. Until then, good night. God bless, and see you guys later.